Hey, yo, what was on?
Sanely here.
Soul Brothers back up in it performance review.
Ooh.
First time signature for Donovan Mitchell. How about that? How about that? $100.
$100. This is the Dawn issue number 1. This is obviously the Spider-Man colorway.
And it's obviously Adidas.
Obviously Adidas, yes. So if you guys want to cop, we'll leave a link in the description box. Are these a good performer? So let's get it started off with the Tracciones.
This is like what they're doing with every shoe now.
Yeah.
It's like kind of fine. Well, it's actually a little different, but it's kind of like a herringbone.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more like a web bone, right? Like the spider web.
Yeah. And feeling it, so it is different colors. You know, there's red and blue on the bottom. And if you feel it, it feels like the blue is softer than the red. You know, like the red is a little bit harder.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yep.
So I believe it's dual density, which is good. Obviously, the red part is where the high wear areas are. So how is the traction? So on the clean court, it seemed to have a pretty good bite, but a little inconsistent. So like, it reminds me of typical Adidas herringbone traction patterns. You know what I'm saying? Like the Pro Visions, the Marquee Boosts, the next levels and stuff like that. It just, like the Jordan 31, it's just like, you know, like there's a good bite and there's a nice little squeak to it, but then just like slides a little bit. Yeah, sometimes I had a good bite, sometimes it was inconsistent where like I wasn't sliding out like crazy, but like there was a little bit of a slip, even though it was a pretty clean court. And I confirmed this because I brought my other shoes to play in as well. You know, like the PG3s and stuff like that that have good traction, Zoom Freaks, you know, and those seem to be sticking fine, but this just seemed a little inconsistent. On dust, you know, it does pick up a little bit of dust, and it is easy to wipe off though. Like if you just do like a pretty, it's not super easy. It's just like this, but it's just like a few swipes and you're good to go. It's clean, but you're gonna have to wipe pretty frequently. So dust also isn't the best. And if you let dust build up a little too much, then you can slip out. So just watch out for that. But
it's also super flat, like a pancake.
Yeah, exactly, which we'll kind of get into. But yeah, if you consistently wipe, then you should be fine. Durability seems pretty good though. Yeah, seems pretty good. Yeah. I mean, deep grooves, herringbone, and also like the grooves are pretty stuck together. So maybe that's why dust gets stuck in it a little bit as well. But there's that. Durability seems pretty good, even for outdoor use. So like Donny Boy mentioned, it is super flat. I don't really know what category to put it in, so I guess I'll put it in traction.
Yeah.
And I guess that kind of ties into heel to toe transition as well. I mean, like like the Marquee Boost, it's so flat that it just slaps the floor.
Yeah.
You know, while you're running down the court. So that's also kind of annoying. I you know, like the 0.2 where it has more of like a, you know, bent shape here in the forefoot and even in the heel. I mean, the heel, there's a little bit of a curve right here. It's not like edgy and like a 90-degree angle, which doesn't make it feel clunky or anything, but it is flat and it is a floor slapper.
Yeah.
So, traction, I mean, it had its good days and its bad days. I don't know what it was. You know, so I just say it's more just inconsistent for me. You know, so there's that.
All right, moving on to the cushion.
So the cushion is full length bounce. I'd say court feel is actually pretty damn nice. You know, it looks pretty thick and chunky, but I feel like it's just more of like the bounce cushion, you know, coming up on the side and acting as a sidewall for good support. So court feel is great. You know, it's not super bouncy, dude. You know, like the D-Rose 10 was. So that is a little disappointing, but you know, I'd say bounce is better than Phylon.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a little bit more compression. The only bad thing about bounce is that it is quite heavy. You know? So and it does add to the bulk. Like look at that. You know, not only adding from like the padding here in the ankle area, which makes it feel super thick, but also look at how much the freaking heel cushion comes up here in the back. You know, like look at this. These are supposed to be the same size.
That's sick.
These are the same size, you know, but there's just so much cushion coming up that it's crazy. So anyway, we'll get into that in bulk and stuff like that. But like impact protection is good. Bounce, not a lot of bounciness. Court feel is great. You know, heel to toe transition is still pretty good because there is still a good amount of, or just a little bit of heel compression and stuff like that. So I'd say, you know, it's a responsive cushion. Nothing crazy as far as like compression and bounce goes, but if you're like a guard and you want more of a responsive cushion with a with pretty good impact protection, then this is the way to go.
All right, moving on to the upper. What do we got?
The upper is more just like a mesh material.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at this mesh.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, it just feels like more of a premium mesh. You know, it's not a shit mesh at all. It looks cool as well.
Yeah.
And there is a little bit of fuse here in the toe area for, you know, support and durability.
Looks and feels super premium for the price point.
Definitely, yeah.
For damn sure.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I mean, the tongue is nice too. It has like a nice, kind of almost like a molded tongue.
Yeah, and then you see this spider web here
it's
on
cool.
the inside of the tongue. That's pretty cool as well. You have some Achilles pillows that feels really nice on the Achilles, very well padded. So yeah, I mean, it looks premium, feels great in hand and also on foot. Soft, not the thinnest material, but it's on the thinner side. You know what I'm saying? It's not as thin as like, you know, Curry 6 and like those types of materials, PG3, but it's still pretty thin, you know?
Yeah.
So the materials are really nice.
All right, fit.
So fit go true to your Adidas size. It does fit real snug in the toe area and pretty damn narrow for me. So if you're a wide footer, you should probably watch out for that. You know, but for me, the fit was great and easy to put on. You know, you have these flat tapeworm laces, and you have this heel tab as well, which, you know, makes it super easy to slide the shoe on. So yeah, fit for me was great. Just watch out if you're wide and thick footed.
Support and lockdown.
Support and lockdown was great in the sense of lateral containment. You know, you have a lot of stuff here on the lateral side. You have this rubber piece coming up. You also have the synthetic material coming up as well that's also attached to the eyelets and laces, acting for a good lateral support. So my foot was not sliding out of the footbed at all. The heel slippage was pretty bad, you know. Not super bad, but I felt it slip just a little bit, you know.
Adidas has been doing that, like,
even though
not crazy lately, but they've been known for that.
Even though there are these Achilles pillows, I felt it sliding just a little bit. It got a little bit better once I broke in the shoe. You know, it got a little bit easier to bend and stuff. So it got a lot better, but just at the beginning it was a little bad. So just watch out for that. But other than that, support and lockdown are good besides the heel slippage.
Right. I guess let's touch on weight.
Yeah, so 14.62 ounces. It's it's on the heavy side. Is it heavy?
For a low?
Yeah, especially for a low, yeah, that's pretty damn heavy.
Yeah.
Pretty damn bulky as well. And the traction being like inconsistent didn't really help it feel responsive, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, that kind of sucks, you know? And, you know, just like all this bubbling here on the lateral side right here, and then the heel makes it feel real chunky and bulky. So
especially for like a point guard shoe, you wouldn't think it'd be that bulky.
But what is the point of this?
I don't mess with that.
Why do you
Whenever
do
they
that?
do that, I'm not into it.
You know, like, what does it do? I guess it does help compress the heel a little bit more if you like really dig in with the heel. But like, you're never doing this while you're playing ball. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, so there's the weight there. Step in comfort, just casually walking around, it should be okay. I mean, you can't really feel the compression of the bounce like crazy, but you know, cushion is still pretty plush, and then the materials are comfortable, so you should be fine just casually walking around in them.
The insole doesn't seem like straight garbage, or is it?
Straight garbage.
Yeah, it's straight garbage.
Paper stock.
Yeah.
So there's that. All right, ventilation was on the warmer side. You know, not the best. There's basically no airflow going through this shoe, even though it is a mesh material. So just expect to be on the slightly warmer side in the shoe while you're playing. Durability seems good.
Yeah, seems well put together for sure.
Exactly. You know, like a herringbone, the rubber seems solid, and the materials seem, you know, very, very durable. So you shouldn't have a problem playing a long time with these.
Aesthetics, this is a Spider-Man colorway. There's like a little Marvel collab they're doing.
I got a lot of compliments on these shoes.
Yeah, you know, there's something dope about them for sure.
I don't like the colorway too much.
Yeah, I'm not into the colorway.
It's a little bright.
The black with the neon is really dope.
Yeah, that one's sick. And I also like this overall silhouette.
Yeah,
I really like it.
It kind of grew on me for sure. Yeah. Let us know what you guys think aesthetically.
What do you think about these white things?
I'm not into the white things.
That doesn't do anything.
Those aren't wires or anything.
No.
So if you get a close-up shot of this, there's a screen and then it's just like literally plastic overlay.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Nah. All right, wrapping things up for $100. I didn't really like them too much, man. Like, there's a few things. So the traction being inconsistent was a big one. And also it being heavy and chunky, especially in the heel area, did not help. Heel slippage wasn't a huge deal. That wasn't a deal breaker, but it was still kind of annoying as well. And that's about it. Everything else, like cushion's pretty nice, fit was good, materials are nice and stuff like that. But just because of those things, and $100 is pretty cheap, but there are shoes that are real nice, like a KT4, Sonics, leaning Sonic 7s, PG3s.
Precisions. I mean, there's stuff for $80, $90 that's really good.
Yeah, that I think are better than these shoes. You
Wow.
know, so I mean, like they're not horrible. They're not horrible. Like they're good, but I'd say they're not top tier. And if you really like Donovan Mitchell and you like this shoe, you can definitely make it work. But there are better options out there. So, anyways, that's my review of the Don issue #1. Shout out to Donovan Mitchell. I like him. And shout out to Adidas. But again, if you guys want to call, we'll leave links below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next one.
Later.
Peace.